Morning to you. What's going on? We on this boy today without all the bells and whistles, just raw and uncut, raw and unadulterated. What up, though? What's going on this morning? Turn it up a little bit. Probably. What up, though, y'all? Give it a minute or two to. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to charge my phone. I'll get it in a minute. I ain't worried about it. Give it a couple more minutes. Uh, woo. Mm. Feeling good. Feeling good. It's all right. Just enjoying ourselves. Come and take a holler at K to see. Let me see who at my door, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. Just a real inconvenience. When you destined to do something, there's always something trying to keep you from doing what you was destined to do. And that's something don't realize that regardless, you're gonna do what you gotta do anyway. I've been in here, what's this, Tuesday, and undisturbed. Ain't even thought about going live. Then as soon as I get a reason to go live, before I can even get started, here come an unexpected knock. It's like it never fails. And if you allow it, it will stop you. You know what I mean? It will, like if I was my usual absent minded self, mm, my absent minded self, I probably would forget. But yeah, just getting back on the scene, man, and YouTube having failed on keeping me entertained. You know what I mean? It haven't failed keeping me entertained. You see these newcomers come along and they find their way. Uh, what's crazy is how people call it flip flopping, and it may be a different terminology for it, but I try my best to tell people what's good. And I tell people, just mind your own business. I don't mean mind your own business by just being a fly on the wall. I mean, when you see your people or people you like or people you mess with, when you see them entangled in some type of beef or anything like that, just step off. Just a lot of times, listen, the op include you anyway. You ain't even got to do nothing. But for your benefit, everything is recorded. So if several days, several weeks, several months, several years later down the road, you get your stuff together on here, you get your status the where you needed to be, you can bring that situation back up. You don't have to indulge in it. I know for the sake of what's good, or for the sake of what's true, I should say, most of us on here that frequent this app like drama. We enjoy it some form of fashion. You know what I mean? Because the second we see the drama and we're not with it, we disappear the whole app. Period. And there's nothing else need to be explained. And let me say this again, just in case, those of you that's a little slow like myself. If we wasn't with the drama, when we encounter the drama, when we see what it's all about, we would disappear the app. We will forewarn our loved ones, hey, don't mess with this app. I know it appear to just be this, but just go on it for educational purpose, entertainment purpose. Because if not, and you going on here trying to find your way, you're going to run into a whole lot of wanksters, pretenders, BS. So I always try to warn people, if you see your people into it, take notes and see what happened first. Don't just jump head in. And a lot of people know what's going on and know what's happening and still get in it. Don't do it. In my little short time of being on here, I made that mistake several times already. And I'm not going to make the mistake again. You go all in for a person against a person. And that person, if you're a person that loves justice like myself, that person you going in against is dead wrong. Dead wrong. And several weeks, several days, several months down the line, the person you going in on and the person you going in for is totally cool now. So now in your little career on here, you didn't gain the enemy because you're windmilling for somebody that can handle their own business. You didn't gain you an enemy. You can't even get to know who or what they're about. I know a lot of people like, hey, that's the way we is in real life. This ain't real life. It do have real consequences, but this ain't real life. This ain't me and Jerome walking to the store and somebody we don't know just hopping out of nowhere trying to scrap. This ain't that. This here is predators sitting back A lot of people don't like you because of who you deal with and who you run with on here, who you like and who you don't like. A lot of people be actually mad at you. And see, it's good to identify those people because them are the people you don't want around. Them are the people you don't want around you. If you can help them, that's one thing. But if they stuck on stupid, ain't no way you can help them. You got to let them do their thing. You dig? Like my boy Isaac Hayes said, do your thing. But you got to do it without me. See, because I'm a lover of justice. And I've seen rivals, heated rivalries, turn into friendships. And then you got the little dumb newcomer like myself come along. Now I'm torn in between. Now I'm mad at the person that I was riding for because he didn't make friends with his tormentor or her tormentor. Now I'm feeling like crap. Now I'm feeling like I ain't got nowhere to go. See, you can escape all that. You can escape all that by just minding your business. Mind your business. I messed around and got somebody on my feed yesterday, y'all. And I don't know if y'all know these people or not, but it was this dude named SD. He was getting chewed out by one of the ladies wherever I was at. And hey, me, Mary Jane, what's going on, love? Good to see you this morning. So listen, the dude is SD. If you just so happen to ride past my channel, I don't mean no disrespect to you. I'm just gonna tell you how you looked out there. He looked at more woman than the woman. The woman was getting at him so hard, he was basically dry bagging for help out there. And I said, if I'm a man that ain't got that many words, I'm just gonna say something real offensive and then just step off. I'm gonna say something like something offensive, something to make, I ain't gonna give none of my seasonings away. Something that just, has to hurt. It has to scratch the surface. You know what I'm saying? And then I just leave it alone. I just let the person go ahead and say what they got to say. Ditto, mean Mary Jane. I'm glad to see you. My show ain't complete until I see you. Till I see a comment or something say, hey, I just replayed that. And I mean that. Because when I was off here, me and Mary Jean, you came and hit my comment section. When I say off, just, not really feeling it. You came and hit my comment section, looked out for me, and you know what I mean by that. And I don't ask for nothing from nobody. Every blue moon I may ask for something. I never get what I ask for. So for you to just, when I'm not on here and motivated to come on here, I appreciate you, lady. Know that. So that be the best counsel I can give somebody that's coming onto this platform. Just let everything play out. Don't be so quick to jump. Don't be so quick to be offended. Don't be so quick to lash out. Just learn the pieces. Learn how the pieces on the board move. Learn how the board is itself before you make any sudden jumps. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you things that I learned from the big boys. People like Buddy Lee, Kong King, Victor Moan, Slap a Dime. Just sit back and observe. You can you can listen, babies can kill. We've seen this. Have you ever tried to kill with kindness though? See y'all, when you kill with kindness, it hurts way more than killing the other way. Because the person you kill with kindness, they don't know whether to love you or to hate you. But they do know one thing, that you're protected. That people gonna hear your side or see your side, and they're gonna be extremely angry at the person that comes up against you. You know why? Because you ain't even that kind of person. Yeah, you defend yourself. Yeah, you speak your mind. But disrespecting somebody like that, that ain't even you. And when the new ones come on and they see it, they're, oh man, you dealing with a bully. And that's what I'm saying. That listen, it don't surprise me when I see people come on this platform and say, I'm done with all the BS. I'm done. Y'all don't think that this stuff take life out of you. It takes life out of you. And I'm not half stepping when I say that. When you won't hear hating and conflict and drama every day, it actually take years away from you. You're actually aging faster than you would age without all the drama. When I feel that bile in my stomach, when it don't feel right, when I'm on here chasing the drama, when I'm on here looking for a good argument and things like that, and who's up to what, and after let's just say a week, after a week of that, I just feel so foul. I just feel like the brow, the space between my forehead and hair is just wrinkled up. It's just tensed. That's what it do to me. And I stay away until I feel them wrinkles in the middle of my head go away. Listen, nothing is worth sacrificing your peace. Not no money, not no woman, not no man, not no thing is worth sacrificing your peace of mind. See, once you have peace of mind and you appreciate it, you don't want to let it go. It's like a best friend. Notice I said when you appreciate it, because some people get a peace of mind and they confuse it with being bored, being a lame, not being fun. You see how it go? They associate it with stuff that shouldn't be taken negatively. And it's taken that way until they add something negative to it. It's an upside down society, y'all. And I hope y'all don't allow these people to take you with them. It don't make no sense. We're living in a time period where men are looking for women that only desire how much money they have. And these men are depressed because they can't get the woman that they desire, knowing that the woman that they desire only want them for what they have. What type of society is that? The first question they asking is how much money you make, what you drive. And these guys ain't These guys ain't saying, oh, okay, we gonna play this bit night, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get crazy over no visit, you know what I'm saying, on this angle. Like, it's impossible. I know what she want. I know she don't care nothing about me. She only care about what I have. And yet and still, y'all, you see these same niggas going out trying to kill these women that they knew way before it get to the point of wanting to kill them. Way before. I mean, you met her under these pretenses. You met her knowing her motivation. And now that she didn't get with your cousin, your brother, your teammate, your co-worker, your friend, your uncle, and a lot of times your daddy, because they got more money than you. Now you want to go kill her. You're finding out that 3 of these 4, 5 babies ain't yours. Now you want to kill her. And you knew what she was about way before it got to that. And you still want to point the finger. Have mercy on us, Jehovah God. Because Lord knows we only see and hear what we want to see and hear. And then we'll have people in our corner, y'all, trying to tell us, trying to remind us, hey, man, you can do better. You can. And because we want what we want, we're not trying to hear none of that. We're not trying to hear none of that. When we got our mind set on as a selfish, imperfect man, the truth could be right in our face. And if that ain't what we want, we're not going to see, hear, or identify that truth. That's just the way we are. That's just the way we built. That's why some of us notice the need of a higher power. Because I told y'all from the get-go, I was shit. I never came on this platform trying to be something I'm not. I've always told y'all when it comes to scum, I was one of the worst of the worst. I just noticed the need to get better, to do better, because I know and I want better. Not because I ain't got no other choice. I do have a choice. I could get this money off of here. I could come on here with that Judas, or should I say with that what they call a Jezebel spirit. I could keep my face cut, keep my hair cut. I got several different pairs of trimmers and clippers. I can put on that shirt and tie. I can be, no clothes, waist down. But I can put on that shirt, suit and tie, that blazer and that tie. And I could get this money. I told you one of my scumbag, what I would call it, powers was being a master manipulator. That was one of my strengths or weaknesses. And once you know things like that, they don't just go away. Your desire to use these things go away when you've seen what type of madness it can create. I choose not to live that way no more. And I'm human, y'all. I have to remind myself sometimes. Sometimes the reminder come from y'all. Y'all might not see what I'm on, but y'all may make a comment to remind me of what I'm on. Not to me, just making a comment to go along with whatever session we having. And I can read that comment and it'd be like a pinch to me to get back on track. Like, come back, man. I used to, my name up here when I do my lives used to be the brokest man in Detroit. I never styled myself to have more than what I really have. I never, I never see the, I never see the wisdom in pretending to be something you're not. I can't see the wisdom behind that. What's going on this morning, Earth? How you doing? How are you doing? I've never seen the wisdom in that. Always been a person, and let's not say always, but since I made up my mind to be a man, and not somebody that's being called a man. When I made up my mind to be a man, there were certain things I had to give up, and being a master manipulator is one of them. Always, always. I appreciate that, and appreciate you too, Queen. It's just that y'all, when I'm on here and I'm rolling, um, there's certain time periods where I kind of overdo myself with my entertainment, and I have to take a step back and just retrospect and remind myself that I'm not on here for what everybody else is on here for. I'm on here to do something totally different, something that's needed. Um, hopefully the mistakes I made in my past can prevent a lot of people from making the same mistakes. Hopefully, um, and that includes some of the mistakes I brought out here, y'all, when I was talking about jumping out here windmilling for people. You know, hopefully people can learn from my mistakes, listen to my dialogue, and come to the realization, like, yeah, that could be me. Some people don't have thick skin. Some people on here can't take a joke. I was over there with a jokey. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I'm sitting over there listening to a jokey, and a jokey just so happened to start talking about how she don't like fat. She can't do it to fat people, and it just tickled me. It tickled me so hard. I was going back and forth with her, like, quit talking about us, and it was something else I said. But I hope a jokey don't think that I was one bit offended by that. I love that type of stuff. It was so funny. She was talking about how they hitting her. She she feel the stomach or titties slapping when they slap it up against her. Man, it was hilarious, y'all. And you know, I'm only one of the realest you gonna ever meet. That's what stopped me from going live yesterday. It tickled me for hours. Hours after she gave her rant, I was still tickled. I'm surprised I didn't share it with my wife though, because usually when I'm running into some funny stuff on here, I share it with my wife. We be laughing together. You know what I'm saying? But that girl is crazy. She is crazy. What you say, Earth, when you distance yourself from stuff, you'll realize, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And my desire here is to just, if I can, I'm gonna help you. I've been through drama and I've been on the front line in real life. Like, literally had my knuckles scraped to the bone in real life. My life been at somebody else's discretion too many times in real life. So if I see you going down a certain path and I recognize it in time, and in time meaning you still alive or still free, I'm gonna say something about it, you know? And that's just who I am. If you're not cool with that, distance yourself, because if I see you going through something or I see you about to go through something, I wouldn't recommend. I'm not just gonna say don't do that. I'm gonna tell you why I recommend you don't do it. That's just the way it is with me. Some people find that offensive. I don't. So it's like either I change the way I am or ask somebody else to change the way they are. And I'm not gonna ask that. I'm just gonna tell you this the way I am. And if you don't like people like that, you might want to stay away from me. Because I'm gonna question everything that don't make sense to me. You could be a realtor and me and you could be having a conversation. If I don't know what you do, if I don't know what it's about, I'm going to question you until I have some type of idea. That's just the way it is. So if you tell me something that you're doing something and what you're doing don't make no sense, I'm going to point out what don't make sense, hoping that you would help me make it make sense. Not trying to throw stones or beat you up or criticize you, but if there's a better way, I want to be able to see it. You may not be able to see it. You may be encapsulated in it to the point where, you may feel that it's the best way. I like to make sure. And I hope what I'm saying right now getting through, because I didn't uh, articulate that the way I wanted to, but I hope what I'm saying is hitting home. What's today? Today Wednesday, ain't it? Wow. This time goes so fast, y'all. So listen, on some awareness tip. You do understand that this going green thing is them saying that they're about to kill a lot of people, right? They're about to, let me disguise the word, they're about to ill a lot of people. They're saying that the stuff that makes plants and trees grow is causing the earth to go into a great, what they call it, is causing global warming. I'm gonna post a video when I get off of here. Yes, they're saying that the CO2 that come out your body is too much for the ozone layer. It's too much for the ice in the world. It's helping the sun cause global warming. And I told y'all from the get-go. And anybody that want to pull up and have a conversation about it, sure. That global warming is a lie. They tried global warmings at the near end of the 70s, and everybody that tried it on the people almost were hanged. When they come to you and they talk about stuff like what they call it, y'all, in the air, pollution. When they talk about pollution, do you know that pollution is what they use to keep the suns, the high beams out of the cities? Do you know it literally helps you as a human being? Do you know that the fumes that come from your car feeds the plants, trees? You know, the stuff that's supposed to help purify oxygen in the air. They're telling us that the fumes that come from our bodies when we breathe like we supposed to is causing the world to be destroyed. So what is going to be the answer to that? Getting rid of a lot of human beings. They've been saying it for years, y'all. They've been saying it for years. They kind of emphasized it with the pandemic when they talked about uh you breathing in your own CO2. So when people put that bag over their face and breathe into it and notice that they get a natural high, this is the example they're going to use to what you breathe out your body is doing to the ozone layer, is doing to the ice caps. It's your fault at the end of the day. It's your fault for being bored, for being born. It's your fault for continuing to live at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go, mean Mary Jane. They're blaming it on natural things, on things that's been going on way before we was thought of. They're blaming it on natural things. So what next to do? Eradicate everything that's natural. Eradicate it. And I know a lot of people will. Obama said this about uh, living green, and this celebrity said, "Listen, you're referring to puppets. Anybody you see on TV is agendized." Did y'all see the fight? Did y'all see the fight on the boat deck? Anything you see on TV, especially national, it ought to be like a nursery rhyme by now. Everybody should know this. But especially when you see it mainstream, know that it has an agenda behind it. If it didn't have an agenda behind it, you wouldn't see it. Do y'all know it's people that record stuff on here and the stuff never makes it to the eyes of people like you and I? Understand that every book has a bookkeeper. Every app has a bookkeeper. Quit thinking they don't. And you know what's really crazy is, and I know the purpose in it, y'all. Just hear me, just listen to me. You get you some defense so people won't find out where you at, right? Or so the government won't spy on you while you online, right? So you go to a company that specialize in hiding people that's online. You not knowing and really seeing the world for what it really is, you're forgetting the fact for this company to exist. You know, the company that's saying that's offering you a place to hide from the government, they wouldn't exist without the government. Let me say this again. The spyware company that you pay for to help keep your business secret from the government or people out here in the open. Unless let me slow down. You're paying the people that work for the government to hide your information or help hide your information from the government. Let's see how much sense that make. You're going to my best friend and asking my best friend to hide you from me because me and you in a real nasty fight with each other. You go to my best friend and say, hide me, he coming. And my best friend say, okay, I had him for you. Soon as he got you hidden, he calling me up and saying, hey, I got this nigga down here in the basement. What you want? You gonna come over here and snatch him up? Cause I gotta get ready and go. I hope I help you see reality right there. Yeah, you're paying for nothing. You're paying for an illusion. That's what you're paying for. Yeah. Yeah, me, Mary Jean. A real big joke. A real big joke. So now these people done had little kids. They done had celebrities, the people that they make. They make them for reasons like what I'm talking about right now. Making the people believe that what's been going on for thousands of years is actually killing the earth. And they're trying to do this under the guise of having you do it for them. Because they say they got how many billion on the earth? I never believe their numbers, y'all. That's another thing. Never believe their numbers. Everything that they give us is agendized. I don't know if you people notice or not, but these are the same people. This is the same system that told you Christopher Columbus discovered the Americas. This is the same system that fed you these things only for you to get a little age up under your belt and found out that this land was already discovered way before Christopher Columbus. And don't think they didn't know this before they fed you a lie. They fed you a lie in order to indoctrinate you into their other lies. So don't fall for the okie doke. You know who these people is. You know they don't have a problem with lying. Why are you continuing to trust what these people tell you? Why are you continuing to trust mainstream news? Anything you don't see with your own eyes, anything you can't put a finger on, anything somebody trusted and loved that you know. If they're not telling you or you don't see it for yourself, quit believing what you see on that screen. A lot of you people idol worship. Listen to your idol Denzel Washington. He said it flat and uncut. He said if you look at the news, you're misinformed. If you don't look at the news, you're uninformed. So what Denzel was trying to say right there is that you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Either way, you're going to be getting played with. Either way. Quit letting these people make you look stupid, man. And listen, look at all their little people they get that's so-called turning away from them. Ice Cube. Did y'all think it was a coincidence that Ice Cube and Kiki was on fire on social media during the same time period? The same dude and the same girl that played in the football movie with each other? Y'all don't see these people playing with y'all? Distracting y'all? That's all it is distractions. When these people really start caring about y'all, you're going to see them in your neighborhoods. You're going to see them in your neighborhoods and at your parks. They don't care about you. They don't give a damn whether you live or die. The only thing they know is when the camera or the microphone is turned on, that they're working. And they're investing all their resources into making you think about somebody that ain't even real. They using all their resources to make you just like the puppets they put in front of you. Heartless, uncaring, only caring about money. Only caring about money. That's what they put in front of you. Go look at them videos, how them celebrities look at you when you ask for a fucking simple autograph. When you ask for a simple autograph, go ahead. They're on social media. You can stand outside in the cold for hours going to see your idol. And you just so happen to get the golden moment where you like feet away from them. And you say, such and such, I love you. Can I please have your autograph? And that motherfucker walk past you like you didn't even exist. Yeah. Idol worshiping. And look, you don't even care. You got to look your idol right in the face. A sweat bead popped off your idol and hit you right on the forehead. You ain't gonna watch that part of your forehead no more. Your idol. Damn it. I don't know about you. I love all men. I wouldn't bring on purpose no harm to no man at this time in my life. No man. But I'm in the business of loving people, of loving things that live. See, when you talk about a celebrity, you're not even talking about a real person. You're talking about somebody that's given the juice from other celebrities, from a camera. You're not talking about people like your neighbor who you see every day going to work or taking out their garbage. They're not even as real as the bum you see at the corner store every day. That bum you see at the corner store every day is realer than your most realest celebrity in your whole life. Because one thing that bum gonna need every day, he gonna need something to drink, he gonna need something to eat, and he gonna need somebody to talk to. Real living person. Those celebrities, unless you in some type of secret society they down with, you're not gonna see these people in your neighborhoods. You're not gonna see these people bringing the neighborhood together, asking the young people to look after the older people and things like that. Hey y'all, I got a party for y'all every other month. If I come through here and hear all the young people, making sure all the old people is secure. Making sure they got their garbage taken out. Hey, little man, take me to some of the older people over here in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? With my 100 of security guards. Let's go meet some of the people in the neighborhood. So I could come back and ask them how their neighborhoods been looking out for them. Have y'all seen this around you? Until you see this, your celebrity is not even real. I want to hear about you was chilling with them at your lodge. That ain't in the real world. Everybody don't go to your lodge. You got people that don't know nothing about your lodge that sit at home and worship these idols. They ain't got to go to your lodge to worship them. So why do they have to go to your lodge for these people to come out to the neighborhoods and to check up on the people that's been worshiping their ass their whole career? That's a hard thing to do, ain't it? Yeah, I get you bougie motherfuckers talking about some. The people ought to be able to do this on their own. You damn right they ought to be able to. But for the people that ain't able to do it on their own, what's wrong with celebrities going out there and stroking, coax the people, chill with the people that idolize them? What's wrong with that? See, when I was young, it used to happen. It used to happen. When I was younger, you see it a lot more frequent than you do now. They've literally dumbed down the entire society to the point where people feeling like they can go stand in the cold, they can spend all these stupid amount of money to go see these people, but you're not worth these people coming to your neighborhood offering help for the people that can't really help themselves. Or should I say the people that could be doing a little bit better than what they doing. In the hood, you can always use some help. Always. So yeah, y'all. When I get off of here, I'm gonna put the thumbnail, or should I say, I'm gonna put it on my wall. These people are telling you the stuff that come out of living human beings is killing the planet. They're telling you the stuff that feed the plants, that helps you breathe, is causing global warming. See, these sick bastards, their ruler is Satan. That's their God. Satan is the master of deception, and that's what they using on the people, because they need the people to bring everything they're trying to do against the people into fruition. They need the people. Did y'all notice back in Israel, when Israel decided they wanted a king, just like the pagan nations had their king? It just wasn't the powerful Israelites, the Israelites that had prestige. They couldn't just do this. Guess what they had to get to do this? They had to get the permission from the people. God warned them that this wouldn't be a good thing for y'all. They told God, we don't want to hear what you talking about. We want a king. And God said, okay. So soon as that was clear, they had to convince the people. More people had to say yay than nay. Then behold, Israel had his first king. It's the same thing with this new world order. Y'all see the most powerful people already living in the new world order. But see, the people, the new world order as an entity has to get permission from the people. That's why you're hearing about all these shootings. Y'all know, like I know, these neighborhoods we live in been way worse than what they is now. But now all of a sudden, there's a shooting going on all the time. Some of them is normal to us, and some of them just don't make sense to us. And the mass majority of them ain't even real. Now, how you like that? All the shooting you've been hearing in Detroit, my whole life, to get to 2023 and hear that half of the shootings that I'm seeing on TV and hearing about on TV, not even real shootings. Mainly the ones that get mainstream coverage. Not even real. See, these Hollywood people, when they own people, these Network peoples, when they own people, they can say they killed them and they don't even really be dead. The character is dead. Just because an entity own you, you can sign a agreement to, or should I say, a non-disclosure after your contract is over with. You selling your likeness, so they can say, let's say, who I got the cloud, me and Mary Jane. Me and Mary Jane, she's a singer, right? So me and Mary Jane make one hot album. She's on a 4-year contract. She made one hot album, blew up, right? We get down to year 3, her contract's about up. Her last 2 albums not doing so good. So being that Miss Mary Jean she ain't looking too enthusiastic about signing no contract, because she got a lot of other people to say they can make her hotter, make her better. So she's not enthusiastic about signing no contract with me. So what do? I go to me and Mary Jean and say, hey, we'll make a stupid amount of money if you lose your life. So what I'm gonna have you do is sign this non-disclosure that goes in effect after your contract is up. I want you to sign this non-disclosure, verifying that you know your contract, that you're not supposed to open your mouth about nothing, period. Right? Okay, now you're going to die, and we're going to get the life insurance off you, and it is illegal, but it's legal because your name is an actual living being, and you signed it over to us. So now we have jurisdiction over this, and we can literally kill this character. You can't use this character name no more. You have to go back to what your original name was, or another name being given to you. I own this name now. And when it come back to us, y'all, you got killed by somebody out in traffic. All your witnesses sketchy. All your witnesses belong to a secret society. You probably got some sprinkled off in there that don't know they right hand from their left hand to say that it didn't look right to me, but yeah, I seen it, Go back and retrospect that little fight that happened on the river. Go see how many of those people, do some deep dive and see how many of those people, because the whole thing looks staged to me. I'm just gonna call a snake a snake. Go back on that video, go back and look at those people, do a little deep dive and see how many of those people involved in some type of secret society. You shouldn't, and if you come back with a staggering number, you shouldn't even be surprised, because this is what they do. The movie I did with Eminem, 8 Mile, was one of the last times that the movie industry allowed non-brotherhood people into their space. And me personally, I think it was just to sacrifice a few innocent people. The movie 8 Mile, to be honest with you. I think so. And listen, Eminem treated us like kings. He treated us like kings and queens. I take nothing away from that man. That was the first movie I ever did, and that was the first time I realized why these people get paid so much money. We literally shot from 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. And listen, y'all, we didn't shoot no different scenes. I'm talking about one scene. One scene. One point of view. See, to make it, put that Hollywood stench on there, they got to shoot the same scene over and over and over and over again. They got to get it from every possible angle, every reachable angle. So you got to be in there on your feet. You got to have that same enthusiasm you had, because a lot of people is around and looking. And if they see that you're a good extra, They're gonna call. They're gonna ask you for your information if you're good, a solid extra. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thrown off with the Eminem double. I guess a lot of people call clones today. I'm gonna just say doppelganger. I like that one better because it sounds a little bit more goofier. But when I seen the comparison between Eminem and his doppelganger, I was a little bit blown back about then, and I had made myself up because they had spaces within the filming of the movie where you could actually be in a scene, actually lead a scene, like a open invitation to an extra. Whether you rapping or whether you cussing somebody out or having a conversation, you know how when they skip scenes, how they had a camera right in the person face and that person ain't even got nothing to do with the scene or whatnot. They just a person in the scene. You know, they had an opportunity for people to do that. And when I seen the Eminem thing, it kind of made me phase back a little bit. I'll be honest with you. You know, I didn't know none of the stuff I know now. It was kind of scary. It was scary to me because I didn't understand it. Like, this dude looked and sounded just like Eminem. And I was trying to figure out the wisdom behind that. You know, mind you, this was 2002, yo. This was like it was either 2002 or early. So it was like it threw me off all the way. And even though I didn't know what I know, I felt something real creepy about the whole trying to do a little bit something extra than just being an extra. And I just phased back. One contest they had, y'all, was a freestyle contest. Now at this time in my neighborhood, I was staying over here in the Belvedere Jefferson area. I was one of the hardest freestylers in the whole neighborhood. It was guys that came out my neighborhood and got a contract because they mimicked my style of freestyle and never had no problem with telling anybody I didn't know how to freestyle until I met this dude. So when I heard the opportunity, I was blown out. What? Oh, okay. I knew this money was gonna come hard from somewhere. I just didn't know how hard it was gonna come. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I ran into the Eminem and his doppelganger, it just threw anything that I can't put wisdom behind. Kind of throws me off. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want nothing to do with it because I can't explain it. I can't understand it. Hopefully, I'm helping y'all understand where I'm coming from. But that scared me. It really did. It threw me all the way off. And then I start asking questions. That's where my downfall. If you're talking about a person that should have a lot of monetary means, I just start asking questions like, why? Why is this? How is this even possible? So if Eminem, you know, my main thing was this. So if Eminem has a person that's walking around with him that look just like him, how many other people doing the same thing? And listen, y'all, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Jesus Christ's words when he said that Satan is the god of this system. Just think of the things. If you could put on a plate or on a piece of paper all the bad things that the Bible tell us the devil is about, ask yourself, what would you do if you was the devil and you ruled the earth? And I want you to be honest with it. And then ask yourself, is it what you really is it what you see around you? Ask yourself. If I was Satan, I wouldn't care nothing about the people that gave their life to so-called help me be here and able to express myself. I would have police officers that would be quick to kill any and everybody that just don't do what I say. If I was Satan, there would be groups of uh, everything that could be wrong, disgusting with mankind would be going on in a world that I rule, that I'm God in, if I was Satan. Just think of the most vile, disgusting things that you could think of. And don't forget, this is the father of the lie we're talking about. This is the father of the lie. And then y'all done seen how many things the lie, how much pain a simple lie can cause. Y'all done seen it. Y'all done eyewitnessed it with your own eyes. Y'all know how detrimental a lie can be. And here we have the father of the lie that Jesus not only called the ruler, not only called the prince, but called the God of this system. He will have many congregations, many congregations. All of them will be able to be identified too. How? Because they would use signs and symbols when they worship they're supposed to be God. They would actually have a sign and symbol that represents them. You know, like a statue or a cross or, stuff like that. Yeah, because that's the way Satan always works. He always worshiped or wanted his people to worship him through signs and symbols, not the God of the Bible. Not the God of the Bible. That's Satan. So when you walk past that little bitty or that real big church and you see that cross outside there, that cross is a symbol of who that church belonged to. Now you may go in there and get some good word or what have you, but that still don't change the fact that that symbol on that church lets you know who it belongs to. And then you would have a church just like a liquor store on every other corner. Satan wouldn't have in the face of the population, there would be no camaraderie, there would be no brotherhood amongst these churches because all of them be trying to take from the other one. So you want to talk about what proof you got that Satan ruled this world? I can give you many, millions. I would do everything in my power to get you not to believe in the Bible if I was Satan. I would have my whole system set up to make you not believe the Bible. Believe anything else that's going on around here, but do not believe this book here. You can believe in the Buddha. You can believe in a. It's my wife calling me, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Wow. Just got some disturbing news. Some disturbing news, man. I tell you, man, that's why I love my God. So apparently, y'all, I've been riding around and ride up on as soon as my car get home. So listen, got a tune up. My fuel injection wasn't even put in right, and two of my spark plugs wasn't even put in right. So I've been riding around Bowl, all the places y'all done seen me go. Wow, I'm just, just the Most High, man. Who protecting you from stuff like that? Y'all know I'm broke as a joke. So who protected me and my family? Just so happened my mama-in-law in town and she having problems. Her gas tank messed up and she driving and she like, man, so this ain't right. See, I learned how to drive it like that, thinking that it's something else that's going on I got to find out about, but I'm going to wait till I get me some more money up under my belt before I go find out about it, right? And this was she just pulled up today. They basically had to do $150 worth of work on something that didn't even supposed to exist. Man, man, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. And the guy who fixed the car at the shop, he said it was like somebody tried to sabotage my car. He said it was like somebody tried to sabotage and mess around with your car. And it wouldn't listen, y'all. My circle is way, way smaller than it has ever been. Because the people that I used to associate with, they do the things that I used to do. See, I ain't never been married, but these guys got married before me, and they was fucking over their wives. Then when the wives start fucking over them back, they want to act like they the victims. But meanwhile, these niggas wearing fur coats, wearing diamonds, this and gold that. You know the people I used to run with knew this and knew that, but can't keep a healthy relationship. Everything in the relationships with them is based off them giving up something or somebody giving them something. Ain't no just no love. Ain't just no, hey, we know each other and we rock with each other. No. That's why y'all need to retrospect all the relationships that's going on around y'all and make sure the people that's in y'all circle really in y'all circle for you and not what you can give them. Because most of these people out here just around you because of what you can give them. If it wasn't for what you can give them, they wouldn't be nowhere around you. And it ain't a lot of times what you can give them ain't got to be monetary. You can give them a sense of security. You can be that person they talk to when they ain't got because they ain't got nobody else to talk to. It ain't got to be. It's got to be something, though. You have to be giving up something. See, I changed my life, y'all. I'm not that person no more. Right. Facts, Mary Jane. Facts. Nobody care about no damn love. What they tell you, me, Mary J. Is love gonna gas up this car? Is love gonna pay these bills? That's what they tell you when you come talk about love. Nobody give a damn about love no more. But hey, guess what, y'all? This one do. I love you so much when you offend me to the bone and steady for going off on you or trying to beat you up. I just ignore you and leave you alone. That's how much I love you. I don't want to hurt you. I'm criticizing you for hurting me. Now I'm gonna turn around and hurt you back. See, many years I've thought like that. Many years. At 45 years and some change, we got to do something different now, yo. We got to do something different. And I told y'all that I'm gonna ride over there uh over my partner house and let him know what this car uh dealer said about my car. And I just want to hear what he said about it. I'm not going over there to try to, you know, manhandle him or nothing. But I just want to see, like, dog, you really got something against me? Like, how can they confuse a person putting your tuning your car up with somebody that's messing around trying to sabotage your car? How can they mix the two up? And y'all, I'm not going to. I ain't never been no mechanic. I'm not about to go up under no car and mess up nothing. Vic got way more skill than that than I do. Vic know how to change the oil, and he gave one of his cars a partial tune up. I don't know. I never pretended to know about nothing like that. Never tried to know. It never was one of my motivations to know how to fix a car. Never. So I want this dude to say something like, "Oh, you must have did that," or you had nah, nigga. You the only one I entrust to take care of my car, dog. The only way I get somebody else if you not available. So I don't want to hear that part. Y'all, I'm so teed off right now. I don't even really know what to do. I'm teed off. I've been to 2, 3 different cities since I had my car fixed. And I've been riding on a car that ain't even been fixed correctly. In Jesus' name, thank you, Jehovah God. I mean, well, how else you explain? It's been months. How else you can explain we still got our car? I've been on the freeway pushing that boy. I don't do no less than 75, 80. That boy could have sparked up and blew up on us. Oh man, I'm so angry. I got tears in my eyes right now. So angry, dog. Ah. And it's just the fact that, a couple of those occasions, my 2 youngest kids was in there with me and my wife. Like we went out on a couple family, excursions. That could have just been everybody. Man, I'd be straight by the time my car get back home. And before I even take a trip over there, I'll be in my right frame of mind. Be in my right frame of mind. I'm just surprised and I'm just thankful that you know, you know, uh, able to find out before it was too late. Hopefully, we ain't do too much damage riding around like that. Let me get my charger, y'all. so I can, because I wasn't gonna be on here nowhere near this long, nowhere near this long. But give me a hot second. Let me get this charging. All right, now got me a little power. Yeah. Hey, but hey, we gonna get through it though, MMJ. We gonna do this. You know. You know, it could have been. You know, like I know, that's a recipe for catastrophe. But you know, we lived through it. We on the other side of it. You know, we just gonna thank Jehovah. You know, and yet you right. You right too, me, Mary Jane. But that's why we supposed to step up for each other. That's why we supposed to be here for each other. You get into that mind frame where you're not talking and thinking correctly. I should be there for you to help you come back to reality. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to be there for us. And you know, you reap what you sow. When you do something good for people, somebody comes along and do something good for you. So we just got to be here for each other. You know what I'm saying? When these hard times do come up. And it's been a few of y'all here for me on this journey. And I hope my words and the stuff I talk about on this platform, I really hope y'all get help from it. Because I'm telling y'all the stuff that helped me. When I come on here, I regurgitate the stuff that helped me, you know? So that you know, that's my way of giving back. My way of giving back is put my mouth on the line, or should I say my life on the line, telling all these things that's right in our face that these people don't want us to tell on or talk about. They don't want us to talk about that issue with them white people and them black people fighting on that riverfront or on that dock with a staged event. They don't want us talking about that. See, they want us getting geeked up at the fact that white was helping white and black was helping black. You understand what I'm saying? That's all they care about because they want to bring. Go back and read. Who is that? He's a high-ranking Freemasonry, Freemason. I think it was Hall, Stanley P. Hall. See, they had a agenda. The agenda, one of the agendas was a race war. One of the agendas was a what they call it, gender war against gays and non-gays. See, all of this stuff was already written up couple hundred years ago. So when you see it play out on TV, it's not by mistake. It's not by mistake, y'all. All of this stuff been planned out. They plan on using Christian against Muslim. That's why they created the Christian and the Muslim. They created the Christian and the Muslim so that one day, when they felt fit, when they deemed it ready, they can pit these two factions against each other. They can have the followers of Jesus Christ, or should I say the people that claim to be followers of Jesus Christ, call themselves Christians, and the people that believed in Allah call them Muslim. All so they can Recruit, 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 recruit half of the world, and then pit half of the world into it with each other with the other half of the world. Meanwhile, at the top of the pyramid, we just sitting back waiting to collect the spoils, being entertained. That's what they do at the top of the pyramid. Absolutely continue the rituals, because to get access in Satan's world, you have to do the rituals. You have to do that. Like your morning ritual, how you wake up, you go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, and wash your face, use the toilet or whatever. See, there's rituals to this thing called ruling the world. See, the rulers, the human beings of this world, know who the ruler is, and they have to appease to the ruler. Have to. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially for somebody that chose to follow Christ, it's going to get extremely hard. When Jesus pulled up on the scribes and the Pharisees, and he told them that you are like your father, the devil, the original serpent, did y'all not get the gist that he was talking to secret societies right then and there? Try to go back. See, the Gospels are meant for you to look at things the way we should look at things, in four perspectives: height, width, depth, and breadth. Go back and read that account. You may have thought, oh man, Jesus snapping on. No, he knew that they was a part of the serpent. He knew they was a part of a family that's in charge, or should I say entrusted, until its end will rule. See, remember, the people has to be in agreement before anything change in this world. The people has to agree. How y'all doing this morning? Hope y'all having a good morning. I'm having a beautiful morning. It was great until I got that bad news, but now it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna get up and get myself together and look for Buddy Lee. Buddy Lee been busting my head on his football for the last several months. I'm gonna go Undertaker, stalk him down. He gonna be over there. He gonna be over there talking to his little girls. I'm just gonna pop up on him, Undertaker style. You did. It's about that time. I got a few other things I'm gonna touch on, y'all. Probably gonna touch on it before it get too late, y'all. But I'm gonna get off here for a minute and get my thoughts and process together, because I wasn't expecting to hear, you know, what I heard, what my wife just called and told me. But thank you, Mary Jean, for coming through and talking to me. Thank you to everybody that pulled up. My girl Earth. Thank you, Buddy Lee. And my bro-in-law, King Farouk. Thank y'all for pulling up on me. Thank y'all for having a conversation with me and Mary Jean. Thank you for being, connected to me, and making sure when we go too long without hearing from each other, you make sure you reach out to me. That's how relationships work. That's how it works. You can be the biggest troll on here, but if you treat a man You treat a human being like a human being, you'll be able to control everything. You'll be able to troll everything in my life. 9 times out of 10, you troll me before it's said and done. Jehovah gonna be your God too. That's the bad part about coming at me bad. You gonna learn what real love is. You gonna learn what being real, a real person is. Trolling me. But peace, y'all. Love y'all. And I mean that sincerely. I'm out. Y'all have a beautiful day.